All right, you're here because you watched the one word offer, 2 word brand video. And what I'm going to share with you right now are some case studies. This will give you an idea of what this experience is like, something we call Vision Day, where we have an opportunity to meet and work together in an amazing environment. And I'm just going to show you some images. So you ready to rock and roll? Let's begin. So the first example that I'm going to give you is one of my clients. His name is Charlie Epstein, and he is known as the 401k coach. I met him. He's a financial advisor. And the brief backstory with Charlie is this. He and I met at an event. He walked up and said, "Hey, I really want to work with you to build and grow my brand and extend my reach." And we started brainstorming together. And his reaction and response to a lot of these were, "Nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, I don't want to do that." Well, and part of it's because Charlie has built an amazing business that allows him to work on his business, not in his business. He doesn't want to compromise his lifestyle. But when I started doing a little bit of questioning with him, I found out that years ago he did some stand-up comedy. He also had a off-Broadway show. And I made a few calls to put together a team. And what I assembled is this group of people. One of them isn't in the photo, but there's 2 comedians and Marisa Brassfield, who I'll tell you more about in a moment, and Charlie. So here's what I said to Charlie. I said, "First of all, you have 1 minute to make up your mind. I've got an idea for you." He goes, "Shoot." I go, "All right, here's what it is. You've been a financial advisor, 401k coach for 30 years. You've got great stories, and you also have a lot of lessons to teach about the myths about money." And I said, "But deep inside, I think you're a frustrated entertainer." He goes, "All right." So I said, "Here's what I've done. I've made some calls. I put together an amazing comedy team, and we're going to write a one-man show for you about money, the myths of money." Well, what happened next is the following. So first of all, whenever we do Vision Day, we meet at my place, which is located across the street in La Jolla, California. That's Marisa and Charlie and me. And we sat down and we asked Charlie with our team, and he said, "What's my ministry?" He said, "To end suffering and misery from something. So what's my mission? What's my next chapter? To ease people's pain." And his goal was to make money funny. And so as a result of this, here's what happened. We sat down with Charlie, and one of the things we do is we whiteboard, we draw like crazy, and we extract your knowledge, your wisdom out of you, and create what we call a platform, a category of one. And again, the goal was to make money funny. Well, what ended up happening from this is we crafted this one-man show we call Yield of Dreams. That's one of the comedians and myself. That's Jesse. And we actually performed the copy and the content based upon, for Charlie, his 15 myths about money. We just packaged several of them. So he took all of his history, his wisdom, his life story, along with these lessons, and crafted this. And as a result, by the time we were done, we came up with Yield of Dreams, Paychecks for Life. And we're actually shooting this at the original Field of Dreams, where the movie was made, and crafting this play. So all that happened in just 48 hours. And if we continue on from here, I brought Charlie into the studio where I am right now, did an interview, and we're crafting an article that's being published in Entrepreneur Magazine, essentially launching this and gaining momentum, and also doing this to brand the piece as well. So I'm going to give you another example in a case study right now. So the net, just to summarize what happened, is for Charlie, inside of 2 days, we invented a platform for him, a unique category of one, something no other financial planner or 401k advisor has, which is a one-man show. So how we express your unique ability, your superpowers, depends on you. And every part of this is customized. For some people, it shows up differently. Let me give you another example right now. So this is Justin Donald. I actually met him originally in Fiji. We spent some time together, and one of the things that I really liked about Justin is he has generated, he had a job 4 years ago, and in 21 months, he built over 8 figures worth of wealth by investing, doing something we ended up calling and trademarking lifestyle investing. And He also is very, and then in the next less than 4 years, he developed and built an even greater net worth that was in the multiple decamillions. Okay. So substantial net worth. And he's so competent, but unconsciously competent in the way that he built his systems. And what we're able to determine after we started working with him is we came up with the 10 commandments of lifestyle investing, and even trademarked and registered Lifestyle Investor and bought that domain. So here's the story. First of all, again, we captured all of his big ideas and turned that into, and by the way, all this is taking place where you get to stay at my beach location in San Diego. So we crafted and trademarked Lifestyle Investor. And then I brought Justin into my studio where we produced an interview for Entrepreneur Magazine. Now, right now, if you search for Justin online, first of all, you're going to find him, but that's the article. Justin Donald is the investment world's new Warren Buffett. This is the interview. So that interview that we produced together gets turned into an article, which we published on entrepreneur.com, and it generated leads for him. Okay. So again, here you can see some examples from the interview as I scrub and scroll through it. There's the article. And as we pass through, we talk about, for one thing, I consider him to be the godfather of lifestyle investing, but we create citations. We embed your wisdom and your knowledge inside the article, but also have direct links to your website. So here's where Justin, within 24 hours of the article being published, it got picked up by Yahoo Finance, Yahoo Money, MSN Money, and it generated over 20 leads. In fact, 22 leads. So that was the great news. Massive visibility. We elevated his presence, but just imagine being able to craft a category of one, a big idea, which can be turned into your book, your signature speech, but also an article that gets published based upon the future-paced vision and version of the new you, okay? And, of course, the leads and the visibility that creates. Really powerful. So let's continue on. Here's a little bit of proof. These are some snapshots from our lead generation software. We got the first leads within less than an hour, but 22 leads in less than 24 hours. And now what we're doing is we've developed a book, which has been produced in less than 2 months, a signature speech, an offer, and he's now got an offer that is $250,000 to actually work with him. And he's in the process. We've been working on the scripts and the enrollment process for that. So a full-on platform in just a few months, and that's the power of Vision Day. So I've got another example to share with you, and that's with Brett Kaufman. Brett is a super unique guy. I'm going to play a couple little videos. He's a developer based in Columbus, Ohio. That is called the Gravity Project. It's a super unique facility. It's combined work-life, apartments, plus really cool places where there's a stage, there's meditation rooms, mental health spaces. He wants to make mental health as ordinary and as common as working out. And Brett is an amazingly interesting guy. He's very well connected, but in a short period of time, we built and launched his podcast, which is called Gravity. And we've also written and produced his speech. And the speech is the equivalent of a TED Talk, but he made the presentation the first time he'd ever been on stage in front of an audience of 1,200 people. Got major publicity in media in Columbus, Ohio as a result of that. But now, again, he's built a platform that's unique for him to elevate the next level of impact he wants to make in the world. And again, a big part of this is integrating work-life balance with mental health and also affordable housing with conscious business all in one place. And of course, that's going to be attractive to certain developers, real estate individuals, but also high net worth individuals that want to understand how he's developed and built what he's built as well. All right. So just a couple little additional pieces here. This is a piece from his sizzle reel that we've been developing and building as well to give him additional visibility and get him speaking gigs, which is one of the things he wants to do. And here's an example of the publicity he got as a result of the speech in Columbus CEO magazine. And then here is his podcast, which is currently available. Definitely check it out and subscribe. It's called Gravity with Brett Kaufman. All right. So the next step for you, if any of these concepts, any of these ideas resonated with you, and the big idea is being able to spend time together, developing and building, it could be your Civitas story, your 1 or 2 word category of one brand, and creating that elevated goal, however we decide to express that. Again, very typically it ends up being a book, your signature speech could become your TED Talk, your podcast, crafting a high-end offer that really resonates with you. Our focus is always to build something in the $25,000, $50,000, $250,000 and up category, but giving you freedom of time, purpose, relationship, and of course, money as well, with the fewest moving parts. I believe in elegance, and that really is the key to all this. And all this, again, takes place where you spend 2 days at my beach condo right across the ocean in beautiful San Diego. It's right on La Jolla Shores. And then we spend time in the studio as well, where you get to come here. You'll actually be sitting across from me, and we're going to create and produce a article that will also be a video that will elevate you based on the future paced you. Now, there's more to this, but the next step is just to apply. So all you have to do is head on over to the link that I'm showing on the screen right now, which is paidforlife.com/apply. There you can learn more, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you very, very soon. So thanks so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing your application. Bye-bye.